guy is such a puzzle to me. This kid is so fucking strange. Like, we were in Florida for Thanksgiving, and we found this little pond that families had gathered around to feed ducks. Everybody had bread, and and little kids are like feeding. You're like, this is a sweet, like, just family. It looked like a fucking painting. Everybody's feeding these ducks. And my big guy, he's like, see this duck right here? I'm like, yeah. He goes, watch this. I go, what are you gonna do? And he grabbed it by the neck. By the neck, and the duck's like, ah! I go, what are you doing? He's like, I got it. I go, what? I know. He's like, we can cook it. I go, this is turkey day. We do turkeys. He's like, okay. And the duck, ah! He just fucking throws it back in. And I was like, all right. All the other people were like, what do you have? I was like, I don't know. He's not mine. I'm so scared of him. He was like, I don't know what the big deal was. I go, no, everything's cool. You're a normal kid. I asked him to go out. I'm like, you want to go out? He's like, yeah. I go, well, get dressed. He'll walk out wearing rain boots, a Speedo, a bow tie, and goggles. And I'm like, okay, are you on acid? The only place you can wear that is a gay parade. And it's okay if you are, but there isn't one today. So if you don't mind, we took them on vacation, and we rented a house for a week. It was very nice, you know, just like time for the family. And I don't know if you're not around kids, you might not know this, but if you ever are with a kid that's between the ages of 2 and 9, and you happen to utter the phrase, I promise, you should know that that kid will hold you to that promise like they're special ops trained, okay? Throughout the day, like, we're just middle of the day, I'm doing something, and my big guy, he's like, hey man, can I get a Dr. Pepper? And I was like, yeah, not right now. He's like, come on. I go, just not right now. And he starts, I go, look, you can have one later, I promise. And he was like, if you put it like that, okay. He calmed down, we go on with our day. Now it's nighttime. I'm putting them to sleep. So first, I say goodnight to the little guy, you know, the professor. I'm like, you know, good night, my lord, to him. And then as I'm about to turn around, the big guy goes, hey man, what's up with that Dr. Pepper? Normally, on a regular night, I would get into it with him, you know? But I was like, you know, it's vacation, there's no school tomorrow, but I can't give him a whole can. So I come up with a compromise. I go, look, I'll put a little bit into a cup, less than this, a little. I go, you can have that, but then you gotta go to sleep. He's like, okay. So I give it to him, and when I turn around, he's gone. I walk out in the hall, and I see my son walking down the stairs of this house we don't live in, and I say, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna enjoy this Dr. Pepper, and then I'll come back. And I go, okay, Kierkegaard, you go ahead and do that. So I follow him. I watch him walk through the house. He's like looking at paintings. He's like, he finds a chair that faces the backyard. He's sipping, he's going, ah. I give him a minute and I go, how's it going, Hemingway? Everything all right? He goes, yeah, this Dr. Pepper's good. And I go, yeah. And then I realize I have a moment, right? So I go, this is a moment, just him and I to take advantage of the moment. So I go, hey, by the way, you know, we're very lucky to be able to take a vacation. Not everybody gets to do this. He goes, yeah, lucky, I know. I go, what the fuck? He goes, you're rich. And I go, excuse me? He goes, look at the house. You're rich. I go, it doesn't matter whether you have a little bit or a lot. You should always be thankful for whatever you have. And then I add, by the way, there will always be somebody who has more money than you. And he goes, what? I go, yeah. He goes, who? I go, I don't know all their names. He goes, I thought you were the richest guy in the world. I go, oh, it's not even close. He goes, Dad? I go, yeah. He goes, don't give up. I go, no. That's not what I'm trying to teach you. He goes, you can still catch them. I go, I'm not trying to catch them. And then he gets up. I go, where are you going? He goes, I'm going to tell Mom not to give up either. I go, actually, I'd really appreciate that. She has the easiest fucking life in the world. I'm out here busting my ass in Hot Springs. She's chilling like she always is. Grab yourself a Dr. Pepper, man. You earned it.
Yeah.
No, she's great. Whatever. So she puts out. That's what I give a shit about. So,